Hello guys, it's October 8th, 2016. I have many things to talk about today. One of the first ones right now is the weather on the eastern part of the United States. Pretty devastating. Let's move on. The first thing I want to talk about today is the natural cure doctors being killed. Over the last 16 years, hundreds have probably been killed outright, and probably the worst ways. In secret, pretty much killing them. Assassinations. I want you to go see this movie. It's the Thrive movement here. Pretty good stuff. This has been going on for a while. And it makes you ask the question, why? Why would they kill off doctors that were getting ready to cure cancer? Well, answer, Big Pharma. Next on the list, since the year 2011, there has been many of our best military officials fired or laid off. And this started back in 2001, right after 9/11. They even fired a guy named Colonial James Christmas. They fired Christmas. He probably had a perfect record. These guys had no blemishes. They were getting ready to retire. Spotless records. 25 years service during the Obama administration. Being fired outright or being replaced because they wouldn't go along with the New World Order's agenda. This is up to date by 2013. You can find out more about this. You can go to airforcetimes.com to see the 157 plus now Air Force majors forced into early terminations. No retirement or benefits. Now this is what we have to look forward to if we vote this woman in.
Look at the whole person. We need to look at the kind of way that person conducts themselves.
I certainly do remember that trip to Bosnia.
The welcoming ceremony had to be moved inside because of sniper fire.
And we basically were told to run to our cars. Now that is what happened.
Part of what I believe with all my heart is that the voters are tired of people who lie to them.
That was not a vote for war. I actually started criticizing the war in Iraq before he did.
By the summer of 2004, Senator Obama said he wasn't sure how he would have voted.
If you had been a member of the Senate, you would have voted against the resolution.
Yes, I would have agreed with our senior senator, Victor, and voted that.
The voters are tired of people who lie to them.
You know, I have been a critic of NAFTA from the very beginning.
I was one of the voices in the administration warning about NAFTA.
Oh, I think that everybody is in favor of free and fair trade, and I think that NAFTA is proving its worth.
They're tired of people who act like something they're not.
I was kind of taken aback by the remarks that Senator Obama made the other day because they don't reflect my experience. You know, they seem kind of elitist and out of touch. I suppose I could have stayed home and baked cookies and made tea, but what I decided to do was to fulfill my profession. You know, my dad took me up behind the cottage that my grandfather built on a little lake called Lake Winola outside of Scranton and taught me how to shoot when I was a little girl.
How many of you in your adult lifetime have had a gun in the house? One. Senator Cordell, Senator Biden, Senator Dodd, Governor Newsom, Congressman Newsom. Can you just talk about when the last time you fired a gun was and the last time you were fired?
You know what? That is not a relevant question.
And it goes on and on and on.
In the Oval Office in January 2009, I'm afraid I'm going to lift up the rug and I'm going to see so much stuff there.
Hired people who lie to them.
You know, I have been a critic of NAFTA from the very beginning.
Hired people who deny problems.
NAFTA is proving its worth.
Hired people who act like something they're not.
You know, ever since my husband got out of full-time public service, he's actually made money. Much to both of our amazement.
Your husband received $800,000 for 4 speaking engagements, ostensibly in support of the trade deal, or by a group that supports the trade deal. You've given your own money to your campaign. Is that a conflict of interest?
Even has cough attacks. All fake. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Now to go on here. If you're going to elect this woman, you're insane. I'm not saying Trump's perfect, but he's just our only choice at this point. And at least he'll come out and say that he made a mistake. Hillary will never do that. And she'll continue to be the lying, corrupted woman that she is. Number one reason not to vote for her, Benghazi. Okay? Period. Point blank. Committing perjury and lying under oath. Faking the uncontrollable fits of coughing. Pretends she can't stop in order to avoid answering tough questions or testify on an issue. It's crazy. Emailgate. Illegally mixing government and personal emails. We all know about all this stuff. Emailgate endangering national security and state secrets. I mean, hey, let me just delete them, you know. I only got one device, one small device in a personal computer. No, she has many. Okay? And they all hid it from us. They hid it all. The FBI, the CIA, they're all in it. Selling state secrets to foreign countries. Really? Bill the rapist. Hillary and the cover-up agent. You know, these people have come out saying that Bill did this to them. And Hillary goes back right behind his back and pretty much silences them and pretty much death threats and everything else. And she did try to threaten Assange, hey, why don't someone take him down with a drone? And that was just recently. Failed stint as Secretary of State 2009-2013. Okay? She lost $6 billion because she improperly filed contracts. She refused to classify Boko Haram as a terrorist group, leading to the kidnapping of 300 schoolgirls. You know, pretending to be under fire in Bosnia. That she was walking calmly along the tarmac and even stopping to greet a young girl. Liar, liar, we caught with your pants on fire. Yes. Flip-flopping on NAFTA. Has she ever used a gun or not, more lies, bring peace to Northern Ireland. Flip-flopping on the marriage equality. I mean, Hillary, during Watergate investigations, an unethical, dishonest lawyer. Bill Clinton was asked to serve on a special staff to handle the Nixon impeachment inquiry. He declined and suggested they hire his girlfriend, Hillary Rodham, instead. Yeah. Bloodgate, selling AIDS-infected blood. And this is all true. Seriously. Whitewater Scandal. This has to do with the Clintons. We've had a terrible 30-year period we need to stop. We need to stop this in its tracks. We had Bush, Sr., total globalist, New World Order, supreme leader. Then we had Clinton. Then we had another Bush, and then we had Barack Hussein Obama. What kind of name's that? When I first saw Obama on the tablets back in 2008, I flipped a lid. I was like, no one's going to vote for this guy. He just going by his name alone, and that's terrible to say, but I have to judge people based on how they were brought up, correct? And how they were brought up has something to do with their name. Their parents named them something. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of, you learn something about them right off the bat by their name. Now, I'm not saying he has anything to do with these people over in the Middle East. I tell you what, that's a strange-ass name, and I have read information about where he came from, and there's lots of cloudy areas there. Whitewater Scandal, let's get back to it. You know, basically, the Whitewater Scandal involved Bill using the power of the office of governor of Arkansas to build public roads to the Clintons' private land. You wouldn't believe everything they've stole from the White House. When they left the White House, they ransacked it. Yeah, they got fined later on and had to take some stuff back, but we're talking priceless antiques they kept. Cattlegate, insider trading, Hillary's magical trade investments. Invest $1,000, turn it to $100,000. Okay? And guess what? Guess who gives money to the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton system? Yes, the largest employer in Arkansas and a big Clinton donor, it was Tyson Foods. You know, don't even get me started with the whole food monopoly we had in the United States and you know, killing us from within. That's their dirty little secret. Eliminating drug testing at the White House so Bill could do his cocaine snorting. Yes, it's true. It's all true. Filegate, the Clintons' enemy list. They got an enemy list? And these are regular people. Chinagate, the China connection. Bill Clinton and Al Gore took money from rich Chinese donors who ran prostitution rings. And again in '96, agents of the Chinese government and the military funneled money into the Clinton re-election campaign. I mean, this is really happening, guys. This is true. Prison population explosion under Bill. Okay? They love this stuff. War and drugs. They love all this crap. They love it. Supporting human rights abuse in Colombia. I mean, don't even get me started with you know, Obama and sending guns down to Mexico and then the cartels getting their hands on it. I mean, this stuff is actually happening. We gotta stop the cycle. Supporting human rights abuse in Colombia. Yeah, well, there's lots of abuses she's supporting because she's taking money from across country lines in countries that aren't really like us at all. Never will be. We're letting them into our country too. They'll never be Americans. They don't want to. Clinton Foundation corruption. This is big. Look, you can read this if you want. You go to the website freedom hyphen articles, and then basically you'll find it. Destroying and profiting off Haiti. Okay? And, I mean, Haiti just got hit again. They never got back on track to where they were. There was tens of thousands, millions of people across the world giving money to the Clinton campaign, Viva, their cell phones, their Obama phones, and who knows who else, you know, regular people like you and me giving money, and then they squandered it. They only gave 2% of that billions of dollars that was there to help Haiti. That would have strengthened Haiti up to the fact where they could get out of being a third world nation. You want to get technical. Accepting gifts from foreign nations. I mean, come on, gold necklaces from Saudi Arabia worth $500,000? Really? Hillary doesn't even care about women. Okay? How does Hillary expect to convince women, voters, she cares about women, while she accepts gifts from nations like Saudi Arabia with horrendous abuses against women? This goes on and on and on, up to 40. 27 sold for sale to the highest bidder. Hillary's massive speaking fees. Okay? She's doing this on purpose. You know, I could go on and on. Witches' covens, Zionist stooge, Israel first, public taking orders from the CFO, cold-heartedness, laughing at how Gaddafi was assassinated, warmongering, working real hard to start a war with Iran in Russia now, Hillary care, Travelgate, IRS abuses. Yeah, I mean, this is just insane, you know, insane. You know, the Clinton Legal Defense Fund, you know, state-reared children, reported violation, you know, broken ethical codes, fraud, more legal funding, using mind-control sex slaves, serial murderer, the Clinton body count. Come on.